G'day mate, 40 here. So I was just doing some research on the psychology of live streaming, and apparently having a live streamer in your life can be very good for you. If you have someone in your life who's positive and happy, that's going to make you more positive and happy. So when you watch somebody laugh, you're going to be more likely to laugh. That we tend to be affected and to model ourselves on those we're around. So it's good for you to have a live streamer in your life. If that person has a positive effect, if the person makes you smile, if the person makes you happy. I remember back in 1992, g'day mate, I was sick and I was living with my parents in isolated Northern California. G'day Babs. And I thought I needed to place some singles ads. So the first one I placed was honest. I talked about how I was sad and lonely and desperate and isolated and chronically ill. And the only response I got to that singles ad was someone who was similarly troubled to me. Two women who were similarly troubled to me. So I had to get rid of them from my life fairly quickly. Like, I tried to be kind to them at first. They were in even worse shape than me, but then I had to get rid of them from my life. But then I completely rewrote the ad so that it was positive, and I attracted a completely different type of person. So I put the negative stuff out there and I got back negative people. I put the positive stuff in the ad and I got back positive people. So if you have a positive, happy, amused live streamer in your life, it's good for you, and it's science. You can check the top of my Twitter feed for the requisite links to peer-reviewed studies. Guys, it's science. You don't want to argue with science. But it just also seems common sense. If you spend time around positive, happy people who amuse you and make you feel positive and happy and optimistic, that's going to be good for you. And it's also really good for you to be generous and kind to those who inspire you. So being generous to your live streamer is good for you. Then read that having a live stream in your life can be very good for introverts, because introverts, right, tend to be exhausted by being around other people. So we do need to be connected to others, but introverts tend to get exhausted. So connecting with a live streamer and the live streaming community, that can give you the connection that you need, but you can keep it at a manageable rate. So it's not going to be as exhausting as in-person interaction or even one-on-one phone call. So checking in with your favorite live streamer can be particularly helpful for the introvert and also for the extrovert. Like in the time of COVID, you may want to connect with people, and it becomes a lot more difficult due to COVID lockdown restrictions. And so instead you can hop on a live stream and connect with community. COVID. Right, so yeah, it can be healthy to be part of a live stream community. It doesn't just have to be something filled with losers. And g'day mate. So I'm struck by a very high proportion of winners who are part of the Lucosphere. Like, I definitely don't have the big live streaming viewership numbers, but this live streaming community seems to have been influential way beyond its numbers. Like, a number of people who've been inspired to start live streaming due to this channel, and the people who've connected with each other through this channel, the people who've gone into business with each other because of this channel, the people who meet up in real life because of this channel is amazing. People who've gotten jobs through this channel, gone to work for people who are investing with each other due to this channel. is amazing. The people who've dated and gone to bed with each other due to this channel. It's amazing the amount of like high quality social interactions that have come about as a result of this channel. I mean, we're talking potentially millions of dollars. So like millions of dollars of investment could very well be flowing as a result of this channel. And if I may say, I think the reason for the high quality of many of the interpersonal connections that have arrived as a result of this channel is that, someone got evicted as a result of this channel. I think one reason for this is that we have put a big stress on quality. Like it is completely human nature to want to hurt others. I've done the best business in my life and had one of the worst heartbreaks due to this channel. Oh, sorry about the heartbreak there, Babs, but I'm there for you, bro. So it's completely human nature. All this stuff was sitting by the road. Was it one of my viewers? Now, it is normal, natural part of human nature is to want to hurt other people. So good, balanced, normal people experience this at a much lower level of intensity, and I think less often than the more toxic personality. But I think that the raw truth is that everybody has times when they just want to hurt other people. Right? Want to vent and blurt things out. And you never walk alone, guys. You never walk alone. But I think we've done a pretty good job on this channel of spotting those where toxicity is just the overwhelming feature of their personality. And so we get rid of them. We send them on their way, right? Because you don't want your channel populated by those who are just incredibly eager to gratuitously hurt others. On the other hand, we don't want to be so Pollyannish as to think that there are some people who are simply exempt from the desire to hurt others. It's all about proportion and degree, right? We never cease being human. But if your life is characterized by a desire to hurt other people, then there's something wrong, and we want to get you away from this chat. We don't want people like that in the chat. And I think quality of the chat got even better when we set up a code of conduct that encouraging more pro-social behavior. So if you watch someone who's happy, you're more likely to feel happy. If you watch someone who's depressed, you will be more likely to feel depressed. If you watch someone with bad posture, you'll be more likely to have bad posture. You see someone with weird interfering tension patterns, you'll be more likely to have weird interfering tension patterns. If you watch someone who's strangled, then you're more likely to feel strangled, right? We're profoundly influenced by the people that we watch or listen to. And so someone who's got a positive, happy, pro-social message is going to encourage the positive and the pro-social in the viewers. So I think you probably have inklings of what's the effect that listening to various live streams has on you. Like some people are going to provoke you. Other people are going to entertain you. Other people are going to consistently, say, play to your worst prejudices. That the elites are just out to get you and want to destroy you. That it's all hopeless, right? So whoever you watch, whoever you listen to, can have a profound effect on your psychology. It's going to have a profound effect on the way you carry yourself. Right? Some people are going to be more likely to give you a headache. Some people are going to make you more likely to laugh and to smile. Some people are going to make you feel happier after you watch them. Other people are going to make you feel more desperate. I know when I listen to talk radio or to the Fox News opinion shows that I generally feel an increase in resentment and rage and anger. So it's energizing, right? To get angry gives you energy. But it comes at a big price, right? Rage and anger is a powerful fuel, but it wreaks an enormous toll on your happiness levels. So I noticed that some people, they push victimhood and rage and resentment, and as a result they get an audience that is increasingly filled with rage and resentment and models that. So I've always put a premium on, say, having 5 smart, productive people watching my show as opposed to 5,000 losers. I think putting an emphasis on the quality of people that the show attracts is more important than the quantity of viewers. G'day, Holly, how are you? So I'm really interested in the psychology of live streaming. Like, what effect does live streaming have on the people who watch it and on the people who make it? What type of people feel driven to live stream? And what are the varieties of the effects of consuming live streaming or making live streaming? So I just put in the psychology of live streamers into Google. So I like what it said, that for introverts, go get a PhD in that. Look, I'm sure you'll get funding. So for introverts, it's a way to provide connection that's not too exhausting. And for extroverts who can't find, say, the in-person interaction that they're seeking, quantity and quality are not mutually exclusive, absolutely. But often there is a tension, because if you aim, say, I aim my YouTube streams at, say, an average IQ of about 120. So the potential audience for a live stream aimed at an average potential IQ of 120 is going to be about 1/30th or 1/10 of that if you aim your stream at say a 100 IQ level. So like Tucker Carlson shows probably pitched at the 100 to 105 IQ level. So I read a comment on my stream yesterday that ICUs are typically run at capacity. I thought that doesn't sound quite right, but it doesn't sound totally wrong either, because if you've ever been to the doctor's office, you know that doctors overbook deliberately so that even if there are cancellations, they don't have holes in their calendars. So you're kept waiting at the doctor's office because the doctor is deliberately overbooked, and he's doing that to ensure that he's making the maximum of money by having people lined up. So apparently I did some research. Our ICUs typically run at capacity. Yeah, which live stream audience has the highest IQ? So apparently ICUs are designed to run at 80 to 90% capacity. So they're not generally designed to run at 100% capacity, which makes sense. But they're not designed to run on average at 50% capacity either. So there's a very real ICU crisis right now in Southern California, with ICUs running well over 100% capacity. People are being treated in the parking lot. People are being left in ambulances for up to 8 hours. People are being treated outside in tents, in gift shops. So there is a real overcapacity problem, and Southern California, a problem with not enough oxygen.
Yes, sir. You big zombie.
How are you, my friend?
Doing good?
Say hello to my friend.
Oh, how are you?
Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem.
Yes,
Baruch
we are
Hashem.
here in Young Jerusalem.
Excellent, excellent. How are you, my friend?
Everything is good. Thank Hashem.
Baruch Hashem, good to see you.
Too, Baruch Hashem.
Take care, my friend. So, yeah, there's definitely an oxygen supply shortage here in Southern California. We're bursting at the seams in terms of hospital capacity, ICU capacity. So it's real. It's not just something fake and programmed. Yeah, so it's beautiful seeing people from this live stream meet up in real life. Yeah, he's a friend of mine. I think he's a rapper and in music promotion. So when you're hosting a live stream, it's really important. And I put increasing emphasis on this, is that you maintain a pro-social attitude. Right, that you discourage antisocial behavior, block and ban people who engage in it repeatedly, that you notice when someone comes into the chat and their personality seems to be dominated by they want to cause other people pain, and those are people that you want to block and ban. Also, to be selective with the people you bring onto the show because of the huge capacity for both human self-destruction or just toxic behavior. So live streams can very quickly spiral, downhill into very dangerous and destructive territory, and keep things going up. Keep things on a positive pro-social plane. It requires some boundaries. It requires a lot of work. It requires some selection with topics, with people you bring onto the show, with the type of conversation that you encourage or allow in the chat. So if you read anything or see anything interesting or provocative on the psychology of live streamers, like email. So if you read or see anything interesting on the psychology of live streamers, by all means, email it to me, lucasback@gmail.com. So Luke, did you know that Dennis Hoff died 3 years ago? It's the day that Lamar Odom almost died in the same bed. Yeah, well, both Dennis Hoff and Lamar Odom, self-destructive personalities. Ron Jeremy, I've heard the stories from many different porn girls about how he raped them, sexually abused them. So sometimes there may have been a gray line, but I have no problem believing that this man has committed various rapes, crimes, sexual crimes, that I don't believe he's behind bars in prison for no reason. He's behind bars because of a consistent pattern of predatory behavior.